Report from Bloody Baxter.
This isn't over. I will
Really?
come
Now?
back.
When you do, make sure you bring some shards.
He's been bothering me
Sick
with
of
that for
giving
days
credit.
now.
I need the change, all right?
That has to happen sooner or later.
There's nowhere near enough Felix out there for that.
Really? Now?
I've heard that before.
Did he? Well, this whole thing between Caleb and Fink, I shouldn't have said anything. Do you have any idea what I should do?
Tell me.
My version. I told Caleb in confidence that I saw Fink meet an Alb. Could have been a separatist. I didn't see any more than that, but he convinced me that the Alb Fink met must... But I have no real...
About this.
Do you have any idea what I should do?
Too easy.
I don't know. What have you heard? Because I haven't heard anything.
Hey, you.
Let me guess.
What? No, everyone's allowed. You got here. I just want to know what things are like out there. I'm sure that's... I just hope the dome... So they pass us by. Kalan gave us the knowledge. And now look... I designed the plans for it. My name is Chief Engineer here in the dome. Of course, as long as we can maintain a constant energy, some of the energy regulator. Of course they are. Outside of Fry. The dome requires immense... The technology... That means there's no... Besides, the cliffs around Hort give...
About the broken.
If just one regulator fails, otherwise the discharge... Or whether it's a discharge...
How?
Well, all... But Lutz hasn't... I wanted to do it myself, so... You should go to Ignadon one day. You could be a good cleric. Yeah, I know, I left... I have the... Please, take it... Come back to me when you... Are you trying to get... Let me guess. Gregor, the dome... I told him 1,000 times, Alois is the city's supervisor. You should report such matters to him. Shit. I've got enough to deal with without getting bogged down in... But Gregor, if there's trouble, I haven't... Still, that's not... Please, take your reward. I'll check to see who this ID...
Am I crazy, or is our generator power fluctuating?
The B-series was never very reliable, you know that. Ask the technicians.
Hard repair skill.
What is it you want?
Who are you?
You first. There is something that is... no matter, I suppose. All people are... even Albs are... I think Albs would be perfect people if they weren't so emotional. That's a long... If you're really interested in my...
My personal quest is to discover more about Magalan and the...
There.
Let me think.
Right, I'll give you the full version. Well, the short version.
Just get...
Okay, so, I grew up in Goliath in a dam. My father... Back then, Bajar ruled over Goliath. As a child, I had no interest in the laws of court. But when I was about 12 years... He took my parents, and I was left... I remember him. I remember my parents leaving. Well, what... Nobody ever told me why they were... I hate... Nothing against the Berserkers. I think what the Berserkers want to do with Magalan is right. Why was I punished for whatever my parents... I swore never to return. Wherever I needed to survive. It didn't take long for some... I don't want to talk about it. I was lucky, though. After several years, the Reavers were attacked. I learned how to fight. Life wasn't much different from Dan, but there wasn't the same ravage. Because the Reavers who'd taken me captive came to the fort, and I think they wanted to take me back. I fled when they saw me. When I left the fort, they convinced me to go to the Horde. All those hours taking scrap apart and putting... The clerics recognized that I was good with... So, I've been building things, trusted, and it's easier being with mechs, like this place. I know it's not... At least that's the vision. Not always the way. That's another reason to maintain these mechs. To protect what we have. Well, I hope you find your place in the world. I take care of the mech, which means I coordinate. When I'm lucky, I get to roll, which I'm having to do quite a lot. Say, are you... Oh, well, that... On the other hand, if you're looking for some... I have 4 people I've been told I should look at for taking the technician's job. But would that be something I'd pay?
Yeah.
Great. The 4 names I have are Daryl, though I'm really not sure about Ryan. But speak to each of them. Oh, and I'll need you to let me know about their loyalties. We'd be trusting them with the mechs and AI that defend the Dome City. So I'd...
About...
Yes?
Tell me...
Naira is an Alb separatist, so a bit of a long shot for loyalty.
You want to...
We need someone. Albs are usually very good with... I don't know.
Tell me...
Daryl is an outlaw. He's applied... So I want to know his... I'm hoping you can get... If he's skilled and trustworthy. But I don't know that much about...
What do you...
Rorik is a berserker. It might seem weird to consider a berserker, but I was one once. And I know Rorik used... And I think I could teach him everything else. And it would show that we were reaching out. Their magic is very powerful, and they're strong warriors. But it'll be important to find out if he's prepared to have anything to do. Make a...
Move along.
just leave? Now, get out of here. You asked for it, yes. Just go.
You should heal those wounds. Good. That's the right decision.
sides in the battle. Make sure you choose the right one. Observers coming to you from the order.
Easy.
Twisting them into new, unnatural forms.
If ELEX does this to animals,
Can you imagine what it will do to you? Look after your DNA. Stay safe from mutations. Stay away from the electric. This is broadcasting from the orbit to bring a warning to all free people out there. Stay safe in the wilderness.
Just a moment. 43 degrees east. Maybe I could adjust the receiver set.
should I?
No. I suppose I will have to just get used to continue. But crap.
40.
Exactly. Yes, exactly. Thank you for reminding me. You are just a good listener. Yeah. Though the condition of this, it would be easier. I can't keep track of how often we have power. But I have really given you enough of my time. If you feel the need to talk to innkeepers and...
That was...
Yeah.
That was well done.
Only Kalan knows the way to salvation, and in the whole this stronghold is the dark.
Hey, you. I heard you speaking. He gave you an energy regulator for the... Give it to me, will you? Very soon now, you're going to need the right sort of friend, and giving that to me... Haven't you noticed the tension here? All the anger and the plotting? So I want a way out of here if things go wrong. I want to modify the regulator so I can drop a section of the dome and get out. Let me modify it. Then I'll give it back. You've got to see why I'd want a way out, yeah? Profit. I respect it. What do you think of... then you've blown your chance. And don't come back to me and ask for help when no one will let you out of... I can imagine. I'm sure he wants you to hurt me just for... But you said you... Okay.
Excellent.
Carry it.
What kept...
I'm here now.
So you are. And are you planning on telling me where you've set up camp?
Okay.
You've done a lot, but you... Or...
And we're not going...
Don't worry, I know how to use one of... Now can we talk about... I can feel the
Like the...
You don't need any special powers to... No, I'm talking about unrefined ELEX. I want to explore Magalan and look for some... You're right. Part of its power is that it isn't from here. But when it is processed by the app, it becomes the transmuted form that keeps some of its power, but it's the ELEX that came with the comet that I want to understand those secrets. When the comet impacts spread ELEX into the seas, the rock, that it is I have felt the vibrations, the first deposit I'd like to investigate is north of... I don't know. Maybe because...
Your senses are better.
Come with me.
Or...
It's not far from the city. There is a vast amount of ELEX flowing into the sea. It washes out of the cliffs and the ground, and it flows out across the planet. ELEX is everywhere.
But you still think we need to find concentrations of it?
Yes, from the moment the comet struck ELEX, that makes the background noise from it hard to read. If I'm to learn more, we know where we have to go. Not bad. I'm better at sensing ELEX than any person I know, but there are mutants with the same ability.
Thank you.
get away with that. Get away with that. The deposit must be here.
And so what?
I must meditate. That was... It's something I've suspected. It's why I could feel the ELEX was communicating with me.
ELEX?
I know how...
But how can...
That's one of the reasons I had to leave Goliad. It was like the ELEX was...
So...
You said you would help me. Are you still up for this? Now you know... I'm not sure. But it was fleeting. I think I need to find a bigger deposit. We go but first I have to go to Edan, to one of our world hearts. The one south of the observatory, in the middle. Now I've heard it, sensed it here. I want to know if this is what...
You said you felt something back then.
Because I need to be sure. Can't you see how important this...
You go.
Right.